All right, guys, you're welcome to question 43. And here we have another exciting problem to solve. Of course, we're going to do this problem one step at a time. So just stay with us to the very end of this video. And if you find value, please make sure you subscribe and you share to other learners. All right. So, guys, you can look at this problem. First, now I would like to say, I'll say let y be equal to this quantity. So I have y is equal to 2x upon sine x, right? That is easy. And now when you see an expression like this, what kind of differentiation rule do you apply? You want to apply the quotient rule, right? Remember, this is just like your u and this is just like your v. And if you apply the quotient rule, the y dx, remember you hold your v, which is sine x, right? You differentiate your u. If you differentiate 2s, you get 2. So that becomes 2 sine x minus, you hold your u, which is 2x, and you differentiate sine x, which is going to be cos x, right? Yeah, all upon sine squared x. I mean, you squared the v. So this is just the quotient rule, okay? Then what would you do from here? You can just easily split up the sine squared x for these numerators. And that become, you have here to become 2 sine x upon sine squared x minus 2x cos x sine squared x, right? It makes sense like this. So this sine is going to cancel one of these signs. So what do we have? We have 2 over sine x. And here, nothing is canceling out here, but we can actually split up these guys as this. So we can have it as 2x cos x over sine x times 1 over sine x. I hope this stuff is making sense. I mean, we have sine squared x in the denominator. That is like sine x times sine x. So I just split them out so that I have cos over sine, and then I have 1 over the remaining sine. So that alone is good enough to go. So let me just take up what we have here on top so that we can have enough space to calculate them. So we have here 2x cos x over sine x times 1 over sine x. So I would want to tell you that, okay, sorry, let me just clear up some stuff here. Okay. All right. So, yeah. So I just want to tell you that I would better still put 2 right here and I put 1 on top. I'm just writing this expression. 2 over sine x is the same as 2 times 1 over sine x, right? Yes, I just want the 1 over sine x to be just written alone. So this is the same thing as 2 over sine x, right? So what do you remember about trig functions we discussed in the previous video? 1 over sine x is the same as cosec x, right? Are we together? And we said that sine x over cos x is the same as tan x. And again, cos x over sine x, I mean the inverse of this guy, will be the inverse of tan, which is going to be cot x. So let's come back to this place. So this is going to be 2 times 1 over sine x is the same as cosec x. And here we have 2x. This cos x over sine x is the same as cot x. And of course, this guy is the same as cosec x. So at least we are moving forward. Do we have any option like this in the option here? No option. So we need to now factorize. You can see we have 2 here and we have 2 here in this term. We have cosec x, we have cosec x. So we need to factorize 2 cosec x. So if we factor out 2 cosec x, you'll be left with 1 in the right hand side, and in this other side you'll be left with x cot x, right? So that is how to go about it. So this is the final answer, and this is option B. So if you still have any doubts in this particular question, make sure you put it down in the comment section, and I'll try as much as I can to get across to those questions. So thank you very much for watching, and I wish you guys all the best in your preparation. And for those of you who are already written the test, congratulations in advance. Have a wonderful day and God bless you. Bye-bye.